This is a My Jeep remake of an earlier video that had low views. It's been modified and speeded up. Thank you. I bought these adapters off of Amazon. Did a good job. And this is my Jeep doing some front end work, suspension, including ball joints, rubber isolator mounts that were destroyed. I'm replacing those. They were rusted out. In this video, I did a lot of work on the front end suspension, but hardly anybody watched it. So I've cleaned it up a little bit, shortened it, hoping to get more views. I'm actually taking most components apart. Tie rod ends, I ran into problems there. They were highly rusted. Sway bar and shocks. Had a problem on the driver's side front shock. And this is the first time I really took a good look at the driver's side, and it was worse. Had a lot more rust, and bolts and nuts were a lot harder to break loose. Now that I'm seeing the driver's side up close, I'm finding it worse than the passenger side. Components are harder to get apart, more rust, components are rusted out more. Bolts and nuts are hard to get loose. Some are breaking off. Removing the track bar right now, working on it, getting it loose. Yeah, I got a lot of work. This includes the ball joints, mounting adapter for the rubber isolator, got to take the knuckle off, shock, etc. Having some tough time with those sway bar bolts. I'll grind off what's left of the mounting bracket. It's all rusted out, and I've got a new rubber isolator mounting adapter that I will install. I did one on the left and worked well. And today I still got to get my cover back on the differential. I'll continue removing components on the driver's side, and I'll do a good inspection, take me some pictures and video of what I find. I'm moving on now to removing lower and upper control arms to get them out of the way. I really have my hands full, never doing this work before. I did a little bit of front end work with my grandfather back in the 60s. That's a long time ago. Thank God for YouTube videos and Jeep manuals for helping me out. Getting ready to shift gears and get after it. Speeding this clip up even more because this is boring stuff, and a lot of it's already been shown in earlier videos. And I'm finally getting this sway bar on its way out. The bolts were really tight. We'll have the driver's side ready for additional work tomorrow. The knuckle, the beginning of ball joints and removal and etc. And the sway bar is out. Inspecting and looking over new parts and make sure they're correct. Had to go back and review how the sway bar goes back in. Forgot how it came out. And continuing with work the next day. Had a real tough time getting the driver's side shock off. Took me over 2 hours to get that shock out. Sorry about the poor camera control this part of the video. Yeah, the nut twisted off. Wasn't sure how I was going to do this, but I took my saw, I cut that plastic shaft and used the vice grips for a backup. Wasn't sure if it was going to work, but it did. If I'd had a cutting torch, I would have cut the thing off. I would have burned it out. Yeah, boy. Get your damn cutting torch, boy. We can do some cutting on this Jeep now. Yeah, that shock set me back some. Well, forget, I better put the differential cover back on. Then I'm going to do some pressure washing on this side and prepare it for some painting while I got everything cleaned out, stripped of components. Okay, getting back after it. And looking at this side over here, I'm definitely going to have to do some grinding, get rid of that isolator mount and put an adapter there. And before I close out the day, I'm going to go ahead and take the brake caliper and rotor off. Try to get this thing ready for tomorrow, starting with the knuckle. Try to get an early start tomorrow and try to get as much work done as possible. And I did get the differential cover back in place. And it does look a little sloppy there with that blue RTV dripping out the sides there. I'll have to do something about that. And this is it for today. I'm gonna close this out, get this video posted. Yes, it is a remake. Don't you mean a damn rerun there, Billy Bob? That driver's side CV axle really looked bad. And tomorrow morning I'll begin by removing the driver's side knuckle.